What?
First time in like a month. What's up? What's up?
It's only been 2 weeks.
It feels like a month since I've seen you motherfuckers.
Right?
It's been 3. Motherfucker,
It's
2
been
weeks.
3. Yeah, it's not been 2. It's
Is
been
it?
3.
Yeah, bro. You missed 2. So which means the last time would have been the week before that.
You've been a busy
it was
boy.
January 4, son. This is 25 now.
We're like, New Year. And now we're like, let's look forward to next year, 2027. Right? Let's go. season 3 of the pod is going to be 4 episodes. We're straight streaming this shit. We doing some Marvel Disney Plus shit. We're going from 37 episodes to 22 episodes to 4.
You get us quarterly. You're welcome.
Yeah. Plus, there's a black guy in the pod, which means we're gonna drop all episodes at once.
Yep. Otherwise, he won't watch them.
Oh man! You know what's funny? It's not that everybody would still watch it every week because it's the problem. What Marvel's trying to do is it sucks so bad. Let's everybody talk about it all at once and then get it out of their system instead of hearing 8 weeks worth of bad talk. It's like, would we rather have this done in 8 days and give a week's long of bad talk, or go from there? And the thing is, it could be a good show, but they can't risk it because their last show sucks so badly. It's just.
Do you did you guys? I was watching the Star Wars Explains guy talk about the trailer, and then he was talking about the article that came out with it. Sorry, we're talking about Maul, Shadow Lord, right?
Wonder Man.
We're talking about Wonder Man.
Wonder Man.
Can we just skip over that and talk about? Can we just talk about Maul for instead?
Yeah, we can absolutely skip over that because we all know we're all still gonna watch it. We don't know if it's good or bad. We'll find out when it's over.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, Trevor Slattery, I think will.
Done.
Yeah,
I'm in.
Yeah. Like I think at least his part is going to be solid. The rest of the show,
who's Trevor Slattery,
the Mandarin.
The Mandarin.
The actor. Oh, that dude's gonna rock it no matter what.
Right. So at least we'll have that to look forward to in the show. Right?
Honestly, the lead actually doesn't look bad either. Like he seems like he could hold. I just don't really know anything about this character.
He's Dr. Manhattan from the Watchmen show.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't recognize him with his clothes on. I didn't see his wiener, so
that's fair.
What Jack bases everything on the Mr. Skin newsletter. If it doesn't come out in the newsletter, he's like, I don't know anything about it. We're like,
no, I'm out.
It's like, can we show his penis, please?
Oh, that guy. I remember now.
The real reason why we call him Wonder Man.
Right.
It's actually shaped like a pig's tail, so it's a corkscrew.
13 to 20, that's how I recognize Peter North, so it's fair.
Peter North was the one guy that you used to be able to watch that nobody would call you gay if you knew his name. Like
I don't know, Ron Jeremy?
Nah, dude, I never enjoyed watching Ron Jeremy in anything. Like I was always
nobody enjoyed watching him, but I knew him.
Yeah.
What the hell, Jack?
We just gotta move on to the next thing. Like it's just like, man, no, skip. Wait 45 minutes for it to buffer, and then getting that 360p quality.
Right.
Anyway, you were talking about Maul.
Yeah. He mentioned something about it, so it's only going to be 8 episodes.
Sounds about right.
It's 10 episodes. I believe it's 10. It's 10 episodes with
2 a week.
2 episodes per week. 8 episodes is Wonder Man.
He gave the impression that he thought it was going to be more episodes to begin with. Did you guys ever read anything about that?
No.
Okay.
No. The only thing I understood is they might do extra seasons. They want to see how season 1 does.
Okay.
And they might do additional seasons, but I didn't know anything about extra episodes.
Maybe originally, maybe a Celebration or something, they had mentioned it being longer, but then maybe now they're cutting it to just they're giving the arcs that they're doing the arcs that they want to do and seeing how it'll perform, and then they can do the rest of the story later if it does well. I mean, I think it'll do well. It's an animated series. I think most of their animated series do pretty well.
Yeah,
like it's the live action stuff that's really suffered.
Yeah, that is true.
So
and then guys did Bad Batch are doing this. So
yeah. And then, of course, that dovetails into Lou already thinks 2026 is way better than 2025 because of the leadership changes at Lucasfilm. So, do you guys think? I mean, what are your guys' what are your guys' thoughts on that? Just real quick, for Kathleen Kennedy stepping down and going back to being just a producer, and
It's all going to
Filoni
be
and
the same.
the business,
100%
right?
agree.
It was the head. It was. Sorry, go ahead.
There's no change. There's all that means nothing.
Because Disney's the one that's actually calling the shots.
Well, it's not that. It's just the person they picked. Dave was good at what Dave did, and then Dave became a bitch. And the whole, again, a lot of this for me is about business, the economics of everything. You're going to take a show or a IP that is mostly a male-dominated fandom, a white male-dominated fandom at that. Now we're talking U.S. Obviously, it's worldwide, and you've got like Chinese, Japanese, whatever, all the other countries. But if we're taking U.S., you've got this white male-dominated fandom, and you're going to bring in Kathleen Kennedy, and the Force is female. We're going to make everybody female. We're going to make every hero female. We're going to have all the other agendas that they want to put in there, and it failed. Why? Because they were too focused on trying to expand the fandom to a group of people who don't really have interest in the fandom, and at the same time doing that, alienated the fans that they actually already had. So instead of bringing in new fans to go with what you had, you kicked out the fans you had and really didn't bring in enough of the other ones because they weren't interested. You take The Acolyte as a great example. It's like, oh, we're going to cater to females and alphabets. Guess who really didn't watch the show? Females and alphabets. So you lost them, and then for your basic straight white male, you lost them because you came up with this shitty ass story. I take that back. The story itself actually was not bad. It was how they executed the story with their female-led and alphabets. If they had not done that, the Acolyte probably would have succeeded, quite honestly. But that's what Kathleen Kennedy did, and she said it from the beginning that she was going to do that with the whole Force is female crap, right? Dave greenlit Acolyte. He was all about it. It was like, oh yeah, this is great, and that's great. He has his baby Ahsoka, who was supposed to die, per George Lucas, and that didn't happen because he was so hooked on fucking Ahsoka. So now he's got that. It's like, oh, great.
Whoa, hang on, real quick. You were using real quick. You're using fucking as a adjective and not a verb in this case.
That's a good point.
Just to be clear.
Let's clear, everybody. Here's what's happening. But so you take somebody who's head of Lucasfilm, and they have this agenda, and all you did was give it to somebody else who has the same damn agenda. So for me, no, it hasn't improved anything. I mean, great.
What agenda does Dave have, though?
What's that?
What agenda does Dave have, though? He doesn't have
the same one that Kathleen had with the Force is female. He said it himself. He said it himself. I was watching some of the old videos. He said it himself that's what he's doing. He's like, oh, there's a female lead. So there's a female lead. So that's Dave's comment. He was like, so what? We have one.
But maybe he was just towing the company line, because what else does he do? He made Mando and Grogu. They're dudes.
He was. Don't forget. He was in charge of all the story shit that was going on with Star Wars for a while. Now, the other stuff in Lucasfilm, I am not sure. Like, the Indy franchise should be dead. Kathleen killed that. Again, female-led, with that one lady who's pretty obnoxious, and it killed Indy. But those are your main things from Lucasfilm. It's going to be Indiana Jones, which is done for.
But since Acolyte, we've gotten season 2 of Andor, and we've gotten the Skeleton Crew.
Yeah. And what did Dave say about Andor? He hated it.
No, I found the original article. He didn't hate it.
Bruh.
Allegedly, he hated it. There's no public comments. Trust me, I know a guy who said that Dave hated it. That's where that source comes from.
Somebody who worked on it and was back there said that Dave hated it. So you're saying he made that up?
Allegedly. I looked into it.
Okay,
and it's
okay.
my friend's cousin's grandpa.
After you brought it up, I read the article too. But here, you know what didn't come up? Allegedly he liked it. Why didn't anybody ever come up with allegedly he liked it? Why is it only allegedly he didn't? So if you're gonna pick one or the other, if you're gonna pick one or the other, which one are you leaning towards? That he liked it or he didn't?
But on the flip side,
there's documentation of somebody saying Dave didn't like it. There is no documentation of somebody saying Dave liked it. So
but just to be clear though, there is documentation of Tony Gilroy saying Kathleen Kennedy is the one that pushed Andor forward. That she supported it and she made season 2 of Andor happen.
Well, so, she also supported that Kylo Ren fucking movie post episode 9 as well, which would have made zero sense. So,
well, I mean,
come on now.
That's
not that you've seen episode 9, but I'm saying if you had, you would understand it would not have made sense. Right. Then you would have understood that made no sense.
But also, with how the sequel trilogy happened, and the fact that there's still rumors that that's one of the few Star Wars projects that hasn't been completely killed, or at least locked away in a box somewhere, the Rey trilogy, like,
that's done.
How is that going to, like, with the way that episode 9 ended, like, what do you guys think has to happen in the Rey trilogy in order for it to be successful? Like, what would have, like, they say, okay, we're moving forward with a Rey sequel or a Rey trilogy. It's going to be Rey reestablishing the Order, blah, 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 since she still has the books and all this kind of stuff, right? Like, what would make you guys interested in that trilogy? Because right now, in this moment, I'm not. Like, there's nothing that
a good bad guy
excites me. Okay.
Rey.
This guy. If they try to fast forward Darth Talon, for example, even though that's already been established and that's 100 years later, blah blah blah, they want to back that up and make that person the bad guy, I would be interested. Think about it. When episode
she's going to be in Maul, though. She's going to be in Maul.
Talon's going to be in Maul.
Mm-hmm. Baby Talon.
I'm not sure I like that.
Right? They happen to have a Twi'lek in.
They said that she is in it.
Was it a celebration?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, honestly though, that could work. That could work because this is only going to be 40 years ahead of Rey's movie.
Yeah, I mean, she could still be alive. Twi'lek seem to live forever, so...
That's my point. Yeah. That would be okay. If you introduce her here, but then somehow, some way, she's the next big bad in the Rey trilogy, great. That works for me. I'd be okay with that. But what I was going to say was, if you remember the episode 1 trailer, people were losing their shit at the end of that trailer when Maul busted out his double-bladed lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
You had a badass bad guy. You had your Vader. Well, you thought you had your Vader of the trilogy. He was only in the one movie, and it was short-lived. It was a good scene, the whole thing, great, but it was short-lived. If they drag out Talon in the Rey trilogy the way they did Vader in the original, that would work for me. Again, we need some kind of compelling arc, which they could start off in the Maul story and eventually get there. I'd be okay with that. For most of us who hate what Star Wars has become, a lot of it is, it's not because you have the woman lead or all your alphabet shit. It's because the story sucked. Like, if you want to put all that in there, fine. First of all, do it naturally. Don't force it, and write a good story. That's all. That's all that matters. Everything else, I can work with. It's like, oh my god, it's another female lead. Don't care if it's a good story. Oh my god, it's a gay frickin' or bi or whatever letter you want to use lead. Don't care if it's a good story. That's all that matters. You want to check all your boxes and have a fucking black, trans, whatever you need? fine. Do it with a good story and don't focus on the black trans part of it. Just let that be a thing.
And
I
that's
don't
how
know
we
why
got
that's
to
so
this
hard for them.
podcast. Because Jack and I had a conversation, and we said we needed a black trans representation in.
Boom. Boom. I tie my titties down every episode. Got my meds to grow the beard. It's finally working, you know? Shit. I was Louise. Y'all know what's up.
I got the French maid outfit picture. I got proof.
I do. Beard and everything. I think I had my mustache going with the goatee with it. So haven't had my meds yet at that point, but all of them anyway. Only had the goatee. Now look at this. Now I'm catching up with Duke. But yeah, you know, I think Maul's going to be a great story. The Rey thing, that's probably dead in the water, just like Rian Johnson's trilogy where Kathleen Kennedy lied about him. You guys hear about that? Where Kathleen Kennedy said he was too scared. And Ryan came back and said, I was not scared. What are you talking about? So I was like, wow, Kathleen, that's on your way out the door, trying to throw people under the bus and lying about it. It's like, that's rude. But
we'll see. Star Wars isn't going anywhere.
Agreed. Dave has an opportunity. I again, because he shares Kathleen's vision, I don't think it's going to be good. I wish it would have went to Favreau. Favreau is less on that whole agenda shit, it would seem. Just based on a few things, a few comments, a few interviews here and there, he seems less like he just wants to make a good story versus having a good agenda and then a sub story. And that's where now if we're gonna talk about Here We Go Again, we can talk about ICE. Then we can talk about Here We Go Again.
Nope.
Fucking idiot ass fucking citizens. Get out the way of police business. Fuck around, find out. Y'all deserve everything y'all get. Anyway, so yeah. So anyway, so Lucasfilm.
So good podcast, guys. Jack, glad you had a good cruise.
Right.
So much fun.
Right, you got to avoid all that shit of dumbasses acting fools. You got to avoid it all. Wait, I like to think you avoided it all. Right? Yeah, you didn't hear about that. He
was on a cruise. He had his own fools.
That's a fair point. That is a very fair ass point, dog. So, okay. So, anything else on Maul before we get to the football today, the 2 championship games?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean,
the 2 episodes is kind of the 2 episodes is going to be weird, but
April, first week of April.
The 2 episodes a week is going to be kind of weird, but it'll be. I mean, it's a release schedule.
Would you rather one?
Well, the whole thing is that they were just trying to have it finish on
May 4th.
Star Wars Day, right? May the 4th.
Yeah.
So the only way without them releasing it now or next week or 2 weeks from now is for them to have released it 2 episodes at a time.
No, they released it at the beginning of March. It's only 8 episodes, 10 episodes. So 10 weeks.
But I'm saying they would have to double it, right? So they would have to double the lead time. So to me, I guess I would be fine with an episode a week. So the 2 episodes a week is just a weird, but
I think if they did the 10 episodes, 1 a week for 10 weeks and started it at the beginning of March, I would have been fine with that. That being said, if I'm going to pick how I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it by arc. If a story takes place in 2 episodes, I'm fine with 2 episodes a week because they finish each story. True. So if it's 4 episodes, I would want all 4 at once. So I don't know how.
My only concern would be like how was the Skeleton Crew started, where the first episode was kind of but then like the second episode, when they did the release, they released the 2 episodes at the same time. My concern or whatever for the release schedule for Maul is that they're not confident in the show. So that's why they're doing 2 to get, maybe it's only half good, right? It's one of those ones where like,
see, what's
I'm hoping I'm proven wrong. I hope I'm proven wrong, but
I don't know what else is on the docket. So like they don't want to compete against themselves, right? So if they have nothing coming out February and March, then I'm with you. It should have been dropped weekly once a week you get whatever Disney Plus thing going. But I don't think they have any other shows. If they did, you don't want them to overlap, so you don't want to compete against yourself. So that makes sense. But if they have nothing coming out February, March, then yeah, this doesn't make any sense at all.
The only thing I could think of would be the Percy Jackson stuff, right?
Yeah, and they don't. That different demographics. I believe.
Well,
anyway,
Daredevil season 2 starts in March.
There we go. Okay, now I feel better about that. But what does that leave for February? You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
Doesn't
Maybe it was supposed to be Wonder Man, but they decided to switch Wonder Man to cover January, February, and instead that would be Wonder Man January, February, then Daredevil March, and then Maul April. But they cut Wonder Man to a single drop, so that changed their schedule. So
on Disney Plus, the only thing I can see for February that's of any note, or you could say would like infringe on any of the rest of these properties, is the Muppet Show premieres at the beginning of February.
Hell yes.
But I don't know how long that is. If it's an ongoing, where they're like it used to be with the old Muppet Show, where it was just every week. But I'm looking at the rest of
February,
and I don't really see anything that would.
Yeah. Then again, in that case, I just hope it's every arc is 2 episodes and there's 5 arcs. That's what I'm hoping for, and they're gonna drop this. It's gonna be great. I think it is gonna be great. I think the trailer, the animation looks fantastic. The lightsaber animation looks amazing. They're bringing back a couple characters from Clone Wars. At least the girl, the one that everybody thought ended up being the armor from Clone Wars. And I don't know. I didn't pay it. I don't. You know how y'all know how my memory is. Unless they've already disputed that, she still could be the armor.
Could be.
How awesome would that be if at the end of the series you see her switching, her mentality? Yeah, she switches her mentality. It's all about the Mandalorians, and she ends up putting on the outfit at the end of Maul to become the armor. That would be freaking badass, actually. But then you got the what is it, the first brother or something like that? Because there's two Inquisitors that we've already seen before going to be in this show. One that was the Ghost Inquisitor.
Morlock.
Was that his name? The Ghost one?
Yeah, with the detailed Merrick, with the super detailed helmet.
There's one from Ahsoka and the one from the Tales of the Jedi thing.
Yeah.
Those two are going to be in it. So I like that there's some connection there. I'm absolutely looking forward to this show.
It's a good time frame. It's setting a good time.
It is. And then Wonder Man, I'm actually looking forward to Wonder Man. I know it'll get dogs for whatever reason. Probably because a lot of people just don't know it. But I don't know it, and that makes me curious. It makes me want to watch it because I don't know what this is about. So I think that'll be fun.
Just running through real quick the rest of kind of Disney's schedule. Are you guys excited about Hoppers at all? That's their next animated movie. It comes out in March.
Wait, is that the basketball one?
Nope.
No, it's the one with
Beavers.
Avatar.
Beavers?
Yeah.
Avatar.
Somebody.
She goes into
talk to animals and
thing.
understand what they're saying.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that looks fun. That one looks fun.
Devil Wears Prada 2.
Yep, I'm all in on that one.
Mando, like the first one. Of course. Toy Story 5.
Girls watch it. Yeah,
I gotta watch the other ones first.
Live action Moana.
Yeah.
No.
Which looks like but it looks like at least it's the same people who did the voices from the movie, right, Jack?
No, just The Rock.
Just The Rock. Yeah. Okay. Everybody else is different.
Just Maui.
Hex.
If they follow the story, again, I'm not a fan of them live actioning and changing the story. So if you just give me a live action version of what I've already seen in the animation, then I'm in.
And it might Hex. Who knows?
Yeah, if it is, I'm in. I have no problem with that.
I don't know what that one is, D. What is it?
A new original animated movie tells the story of an awkward teenage boy and his type A mom discover that what makes him unusual might just be the magical powers that will turn their lives in a secret world of magic upside down. Doesn't look like there's a cast list or anything. That's November, so that'll be the end of the year.
Autistic movie?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Just hexed.
She's type A and he's on the cusp or something like that?
Lou,
on the spectrum?
not Tylenol.
Purses.
Oh.
Not acetaminophen.
And then, of course, Doomsday. Doomsday at the end of the year for them.
Never heard of it.
That's the DC guy, right? The one who killed Superman.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
The gray one. Yeah.
Yeah. With the rock beard. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He looks like Thanos, but he's gray.
Yeah, that dude. Real spiky.
All right. So the reason that we haven't done a podcast in 3 weeks.
No, not yet. Let him wrap up.
Oh.
Let him wrap up that story.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what story? What are we doing?
So
you.
Okay, then I guess we'll go.
We're doing you, Jack, but we're doing you at the end. In the end.
Oh yeah.
I mean later.
That'll be the title of this episode: Spit Roasting Jack at the end.
Yeah, sometimes you need that spit. Yeah. Sometimes you just got a hot two of that shit.
Okay, I mean, we could touch on football because we got to announce the first round of teams from the first
there's been
round
a lot
of
of football since last time we.
And then none of those teams are in the playoffs anymore. So it looks like we're having the Patriots and the Seahawks are going to be in this year's Super Bowl. How do you guys feel about that?
I'm just ready for Bad Bunny to come out in a dress.
Are you interested?
I did see that with the hills.
Are you interested? Are you interested at all in the game outside of? Either of you interested at all?
I think we're making other plans already. So.
I gotta say, as a football fan, I'm interested in the Super Bowl. I don't have interest in either team. Belichick is no longer with the Patriots, so I don't have to hate him as much. Brady's no longer with the Patriots, so I don't have to hate him as much. Head coach Mike Vrabel played for the Steelers at one point. The Patriots are a super racist fan base, so that's not good. The Seahawks, never really hated or liked them, but their quarterback went to USC, so I'm kind of leaning there. And Darnold had a long path to get there, so kudos to him. He went from, y'all remember Monday Night Football? He's seeing ghosts when he was with the Jets. And now here he is taking his team. Well, let's be real. His defense took his team for the most part to the Super Bowl.
Not hindering his team. Let's say that.
Yeah, that's a better way to put it. This is not last year's Sam Darnold. So I'll be rooting for the Seahawks. But I gotta say, I don't really care all that much. The halftime show, I will absolutely be turning it. I have no
every year, so don't think that it's political for Lou. He never watches the halftime show.
Very good point. I might have watched 2 in the last 15 years, 10 years or so. I usually switch to the Puppy Bowl at that point because it's cute and entertaining.
I usually switch to YouTube and watch the Prince halftime show because that is the best halftime show ever.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Versus Michael Jackson's halftime show?
I think Prince's was better. That motherfucker was out there while it was pouring rain. With fucking 4-inch heels, playing a guitar like a motherfucker. Purple Rain. Yo, like
you ain't lying though. He did a number on that halftime show. But so, Michael Jackson,
I give credit.
So
I mean,
good,
Michael Jackson, of course. But I mean, I feel like the stories that you heard about the Prince show where like literally people were afraid that he was going to electrocute himself. And he was just like, I'm good. Let's fucking do this shit. Like, you're like, okay, like Prince was just like, Prince was making pancakes for everybody on that day. Is all I'm saying.
He was. Exactly. Game. Blouses. Was that the Chicago, Indianapolis Super Bowl? I can't remember what Super Bowl that was.
Yeah, it
anyway,
wasn't Chicago.
But
no, it was.
I would put those two up there, though, right? Prince and Michael Jackson, for sure.
I still like Justin Timberlake's.
Wow.
Pervert. Wow.
Right? All his white is showing. Damn. Wait, you gonna call pervert when I just brought up Michael Jackson? The Super. I wonder if that Super Bowl performance will be in the movie.
Probably.
For sure, dude. For sure.
You think so? Okay, I wasn't sure if they were gonna like do they need NFL rights and all that stuff, and they didn't want to pay him, and that's what I'm getting at. You would think that iconic moment will be the Pepsi hair fire thing. That should be in there. All these little things, but you never know. You never know where they're gonna go with that. So
It does, but as far as like the NFL goes, I don't think any of the playoffs were surprising at all. Like there was no teams or none of the
kidding me?
teams.
Buffalo choking? That was
I
surprising to
mean,
me.
Buffalo was choked for years, though. That was the thing.
Yeah. I totally get that, and I don't mean in that sense, but at least one. You would think one time they would get it together. And Josh Allen, honestly, he did not do well.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, the Bills really haven't done anything beyond Josh Allen to improve their team by any stretch, right?
Yeah, you see the
they've done
receiving
little
core, dude.
changes
That's
like
garbage.
that, but I also feel like a lot of that stuff has been you're replacing one cog with the same cog. That was always the problem with the Patriots, is that they would have these guys who would always excel at moments that they needed to. There was always somebody who would just had done, you got your Gian Branches and those types of characters where like maybe they'd been on the team 2 or 3 times and they'd been released or traded and came back and hadn't had any notoriety. And then something comes up in the playoffs and all of a sudden they're like, they have that one game, Devin McCourty, all of those, they have that one game that just makes them, legends, even though the rest of their career is pretty mediocre, but they were always able to figure out some, and that's not the Bills. The Bills have never been able to find somebody they've always relied on Josh Allen, and they've ridden Josh Allen for 6 years now, and it's not working for them. And they've never had anybody else on the team step up and say, let me take the ball too, right? And that was always the Patriots.
James Cook the last couple of years has. The problem, though, is they haven't had a wide receiver crew to complement Dawson Knox and the other tight end, James Cook, and then Josh Allen. Your receiving core is fucking Keon Coleman, who's a bust, and he had to bring back Gabe Davis, who's not a bust, but he's not a number one either. Until they get a number one, Buffalo is not going anywhere. Their defense is solid enough anyway. But their head coach, I'm absolutely for him getting fired. He's the Tony Dungy Tampa Bay Bucks. For example, if y'all remember, 25 years ago, Tony Dungy
I wasn't alive then.
I at that point I've been alive about 425 years, so for me it's like yesterday. But when that happened, it was like Tony Dungy had this great ass Bucks team and couldn't get him over the hump. They bring in John Gruden and he gets him over the hump. Great. I think the same thing could happen here with Buffalo. Somebody like Mike Tomlin comes into Buffalo and that team wins the Super Bowl next year. That's how it could be, because I just don't. That coach has failed that team for 6 years, and I think whoever it doesn't have to be Tomlin. I'm just saying. I say Gruden. Gruden was a name at the time. He was great. Blah blah blah. He left the Raiders or got fired from the Raiders. Came over to Tampa, and when they played the Raiders in the Super Bowl, they fucking owned them. He knew the Raiders team and owned them. So I think you could actually have a coach like Tomlin or somebody else with that pedigree go to Buffalo. Buffalo's in the Super Bowl and beat whatever NFC team shows up next year.
But
although Venus Van Dam might.
Yeah. The Pit has been really good. I'm enjoying that. We're 2 episodes in on that. The 3rd episode I think dropped over the weekend while I was out, so I need to catch up on that. I'm
trying to finish Pluribus and then get back to
How far into Pluribus are you?
I think we have like 1 or 2 episodes left.
Great, right? Isn't it great?
It is. Like I didn't know where it was going at first. I'm like, all right, this is weird. But by the end of the first episode, I'm like, done. I'm going to finish this.
Yeah,
100%.
But tell me you weren't skeeved out a couple times during that first episode.
Oh yeah.
Like where I was just like nope. Because then now I go into the office and I'm like, oh, there's a box of donuts. Nope. When you watch it, Lou, you'll understand.
I would totally be the French guy though. Like, yes, bring me Air Force One.
Yeah.
Bring me Scarlett Johansson. What's Natalie Portman doing?
But yes, to all that.
So, but that show's now done, Lou, so you can watch that show.
Is that the Apple TV though?
Apple one? Okay. Can finally use my freebie.
Yeah. And you got
and then F1's on there too. So if you didn't watch that, you did watch that though, huh?
Yeah, I saw that theater.
And then,
I enjoyed that movie.
Shrinking season 3 is coming out, so I think that premieres next week, 2 weeks, something like that.
Is that like penises in cold water or something? What is going on?
Exactly.
Shrinking?
It's videos of guys dunking their dick and balls in cold water.
And then see what happens.
No, it's
who can get it to shrink in the furthest?
It's a comedy.
Who has an innie now?
It's a comedy with Jason Segel and
Minus
Harrison
2 degrees
Ford.
here. I do. Oh, sorry.
Wait, I've seen Jason Segel's wiener though, so
Yeah,
you're still
exactly full circle. No, actually, if you watch the Hot Ones, he was on Hot Ones this week. He actually tells a story about his parents. He didn't tell them before they went to go see Forgetting Sarah Marshall, and his dick's out in like the first 5 minutes, and he said his mom walked out of the theater.
Wow.
And did the group text, the group family text, do not go see this movie. She was so upset because he didn't give her a heads up on it. Heads up. But no, Shrinking.
I don't think I would have either. That'd have been too entertaining. No, yeah.
Shrinking is Jason Segel and Harrison Ford as therapists, but it's really funny.
Oh,
yeah.
So they're shrinks.
Yeah.
I think I may have seen 1 or 2 trailers of that. That did look pretty good.
Yeah, and it's from fucking Roy Kent. He is one of the creators from Ted Lasso.
Never seen it.
You never? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Apple TV, son.
Well, now you're signing up for it, so now you got your chance.
He did say that when he does his Apple TV, he's going to watch Ted Lasso.
Yeah, Ted Lasso is absolutely on my list.
You're gonna have
everybody out here that I know has told me to watch Ted Lasso. I'm like, I will as soon as I bother with Apple TV.
I honestly, if you've never done Apple TV before, like if you wanted to do it for a month, like I think you were saying it was $3 for 3 months or something like that.
Yeah, 3 months. 3 months.
Then I think there's enough stuff there that you could find enough shows to watch. I haven't watched it yet. I heard Silo is science fiction. It's supposed to be really good.
I want to watch that one too.
C. I think it's C.
Yeah, where people are blind.
Yeah.
That sounded really good.
Silo is supposed to be really good. I have it downloaded. I haven't watched it yet. C. Shrinking. Yeah, Ted Lasso.
Obviously, Pluribus.
Yeah.
Which one is Silo?
Silo is the Rebecca Ferguson, the hot girl from the Mission Impossible movies.
Yeah, I know who Rebecca Ferguson is. Everybody better know who Rebecca Ferguson is. She's up there in the Emily Blunt category.
It's a sci-fi, like kind of. I think it's short.
Is there a guy lead as well?
Steve Zahn from Anaconda.
He doesn't remember Anaconda.
No. The new Anaconda. He's in one of the.
Wait, what? It's like Anaconda. Man, come on now. That was 2 weeks ago when I saw that. I don't remember that shit.
The show is set
Spoilers.
in a post-apocalyptic.
Thanks.
It's the show is set in post-apocalyptic future where 10,000 people live in a massive underground silo extending 144 levels deep, believing the outside world is uninhabitable and toxic. Rashida Jones, Rebecca Ferguson, David Oelio.
Oelio?
Yeah, he's
Awalayo, isn't it?
Awalayo?
Yeah.
Please, Lou, tell us how your people say his last name.
Yeah.
Dude, for real. Awelio.
Awelio. There you go.
That.
Tim Robbins was in it.
You're lucky it ain't Martin Luther King weekend anymore. I might be offended.
Steve Zahn was in it.
Nah, never mind. I'm kidding. No, there is a show that I thought was on Apple Plus, but the actor, I can see his face, but I don't know his name.
Well,
he might have been also somebody who would have been in like The Office or something.
Well, there's also a show called For All Mankind, where it's like a different timeline, and it's the U.S. and the Soviets both populate the moon, at the same time. So it's about becoming a space race, but it like pivots, becomes like branches off and becomes its own thing.
Yeah.
Like the end of the first episode, the U.S. is on the planet, and then they like get out, and then they see like a Russian flag. Like
that's kind of cool. Not the one I was thinking of, because again, I got to see a trailer again, and I'll be like, hey guys, remember that guy? It was this guy. He's usually a comedian. He's usually in like comedies, and he's in like this.
Severance.
Is that what I'm thinking of?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me go look it up and see if that's the right.
I mean, you have For All Mankind, Invasion, Severance, Slow Horse.
For All Mankind. That sounded good though. I mean, is that on Apple too?
Yep.
That
Slow like Horses. You got Hijack, Monarch. You have the Godzilla series.
That's cool. Damn,
so it's a Godzilla
how do they get all these good shows and they don't promote themselves very well?
They just
like fuck. You already bought an iPhone.
Yeah.
So
that one has
I ain't watching
Russell. That one has Kurt Russell in it. So.
Oh, it is Severance, and Adam Scott is the face that I was looking at. So good call there.
There's a show called Sugar that stars Colin Farrell that I thought was really good.
I've also seen his penis before.
And Pluribus, of course.
Colin Farrell's penis?
Mm-hmm.
What movie had his penis?
His sex tape.
He had a sex tape?
Yeah.
I know that.
It was some model chick he was dating at the time.
Murderbot. I mean, I could go on, but yeah, I feel like I feel like your 3 months would be well.
So I was going to say, it sounds like it'll be worth it. Sounds like it'll be worth it.
Nelly's not going to get a job for another 3 months till his Apple runs out.
I mean, you got to maximize. It's called efficiency, son.
Yeah. All right.
It'll be sorry guys, I got a job, can't go to Disney.
No, I already put on vacation. You got to show up.
Right.
In fact, you're going to have to set up a second trip during. I don't know how long it's going to go, but Soarin' over the world is going to turn into Soarin' over America for America's birthday.
Man, and Comic-Con Denver and Comic-Con San Diego. I might actually have to get a job to pay for all this. Fuck.
Or just stock up on more stuff while you're in these different events.
What event?
Stuff that you can sell, like go to Denver Comic-Con and buy stuff to sell on eBay, so you don't have to get a job.
That's a good idea. Roosevelt need to be.
You might have to roll back. You might have to go back to 2008, Lou.
Dude,
and spend all your time in lines to get collectibles.
I will be in your timeshare floor for WonderCon. Oh my god!
Okay.
That would be so funny. Honestly, I mean, Duke, you understand like doing it. Jack understands how much I really like doing it. I find that fun. Like going and I would actually go buy shit and sell it at whatever fees for me to break even, and have absolute blast doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember those
Roll
days.
of the hunt, baby.
Yeah, that's all it is. Just to be able to get it, and then it's like, okay, I got it. Okay, I know it's going for whatever. As long as I get my money back, good enough. I don't even have to. It's like, oh, I got to go for the ones that are 3 or 4 times. No, I just got to get it, and then I feel good, and I sell it, and I move on. It's that. What is it? Fishing, I guess. The way people do the fishing, and they throw the fish back, and then people are like, I don't get why you do that and throw the fish back. Yeah, the catch release people. That would be me as a fisherman. I'd be like, I ain't trying to gut this motherfucker. First of all, I have to have gloves on just to pick it out of the. I mean, I'll be out there on my little 2-person boat with gloves on fishing.
Old girl taking that picture of you. God damn it, Lou. That shit was fucking hilarious. And I know it wasn't set up. Like, there was no like, hey, Lou, this would be funny if you did this. You were just like,
Lou was just living his life.
I picked that cookie up and was like, nope. I instantly dropped it. I had my cargo pants on, went to the front right pocket, grabbed the glove, and was like, "This is we ain't dude." This is the first time Golden Corral had a cookie that greasy. Usually I just grab. They're fine. That time it was not fine, and I wasn't having it. I had to use 2 gloves that day because I obviously for the shrimp, I wasn't gonna touch that. So I had a glove for the shrimp during regular dinner. But when I got to dessert, I was like, "Oh, it'll be fine. No, I was. Ugh. It was funny because she was laughing at me, and I was like, "What are you laughing at?" She's like, "Your face. You look so disgusted by that cookie." It made me laugh. I'm like, "Oh," because I don't know I'm making a face, but apparently I had this. This is the most disgusting thing on the planet face, and she just started busting up laughing, and I was like, I had like, I will eat this cookie, and I'm gonna enjoy it. And same thing. I took like 4 or 5 home, and the next day, put on a glove and ate the rest of the cookies. So
You should have just wrapped them in like paper towels or something, suck all the grease out.
Mm-hmm.
they were. Well, they were in the Golden Crown napkins when I wrapped because I didn't because usually I bring a Ziploc or something to put the cookies in so I can take them
Of
with
course
me.
you do.
Black people at a buffet. Come on now. There are rules, son.
I just
Please
like
try to
how he
take the
said
shrimp
that so
this time.
flat. Of course you do. Like the most judgy comment without no judgment.
I mean, I'm gonna own it. It's fine. Sometimes they have good shit, and I was like, ooh, I can't eat all this, but I'll take some with me. So, Ziploc.
But hey, that's a perfect transition to go from one buffet to another buffet. Why we haven't recorded a podcast in 2 weeks. One of us on this podcast has been busy cruising the world and spending a ton of time at Disney World and sending pictures of great food and amazing
And the
views
black dude didn't get on a ship, so yeah.
and sand and sand and sand.
I did. I'm like, oh, I got internet on this island. I'm gonna send a picture to Lou. My sandy ass feet.
Yeah, and then after that, I didn't look at the Discord for the rest of the day. I was like, there might be more of these.
Like,
I missed.
somebody
Notice
needs to-
I didn't respond. No stories. I just like, how come Lou ain't responding? I'm like, nope, I'm done.
Just wait until it scrolls up.
I did. I waited to the next day. I was like, you have 14 missed messages. Okay, that's enough. Like I can look again.
Dude, that's a light day. There was some time when you mugs were talking and I'd be like at work and I wouldn't pay attention for an hour and I'd come back and be like, you have 30. I was trying to do a screenshot, but my phone kept going from 35 messages to like whatever the last message was. So I couldn't get a screenshot where it'd be like, you've missed 35 messages. What the fuck is going on? What is so important for you to be talking about right now?
Quiz.
No,
Quiz.
Likely. Yeah, because when I was live streaming, so you guys could partake. So we went on a 7-night cruise on the Disney Treasure. It's not their newest ship.
Their third newest, isn't it?
Third newest, yeah, because then the Destiny came out, and then the Adventure's launching later this year. It's a Wish class ship, so it's the same as the Wish, which we've been on twice. But 7 nights is the longest we've done. So we left Friday morning, not super early enough. Got to Orlando, got our rental car, and we had to go eat at the Melting Pot because we don't have those out here anymore. So sad.
Is that the fondue place?
Yeah.
We have a couple out here. I've just never been.
It's legit.
Perfect, Lou. You get a fork and you poke everything, so you don't ever have
like 4
touch
forks.
It. Yeah,
and they're color coded, so you know which one's yours.
Ooh, I like that. Very organized.
Now I'm interested in going.
It's crazy because the dude that served us, he's like, "Oh, you guys have been here before." We're like, "Yes."
He remembered you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, granted, the last time we were there was probably in June, but still. I mean,
okay. But still, yeah, but
it's only been a couple.
That's how many hundreds of thousands of people that have been
exactly right
since then.
Yeah, because he's on like international drives, so it's like the main like drag where the convention center and shit is. So, but no, that was
thankfully,
cool.
Thankfully, nobody in your family is memorable in any way, shape, or
At
form,
all.
or
No.
likes to make a scene about themselves every single
and tell entire life stories about her mother's torn meniscus that she had to have
If
surgery.
only
on.
you had one of those in your group.
Her slipped dick.
So then we got up not super early.
What
but
time
we had to
was
drive
loading day? What time was loading time?
Saturday.
Whatever they call it. I know, but what time? What time? In the morning
Shit, 11
or afternoon?
ish.
It was early.
Because
usually
you guys
early
got
afternoon.
the special treatment, right?
Because we got pixie dusted up to concierge, which is like $5,000 more than what we paid. So
Per person
that
or
was
total?
nice. Total for the room.
Oh, thank God! I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, no, Disney ain't gonna give you that much.
That's what I'm saying. That's 20 grand for y'all.
So we get to the car rental place to drop our car off, and it is fucking packed. Like there's people that are getting off the cruise ships, people that are trying to drop off their cars also. It was a fucking mess. My wife, I think, legit had a panic attack over the whole thing.
Did you think you needed to rent a car for one day?
Versus
public transit, or Uber or taxi or something like that.
As you know, my wife is a control freak.
Just a little bit.
She's not a fan of dealing with all that. How she survived in Japan with us for a week without having her own car, beyond me. But yes, she likes to have a rental car while we're out there. It's super convenient. She's not wrong. But she wanted her own
I was
car.
just thinking for the one day. It was like,
after
you guys got back, it would have made sense. But you're only there Friday, really, afternoon,
less than 24 hours. Like less than 24
it's less
hours.
than 24. And I was like, even for one day? Okay.
Yeah. No, she wanted her own car. But, I mean, we could have got Disney transport from the airport to the room at Animal Kingdom Lodge. And then from Animal Kingdom Lodge to the port. But, I'm not the travel agent here, so I just go with it.
All right. Sounds good.
But once that snafu was all done, we did get our shuttle from the car rental over to the ship. Got on the ship.
And this is your first time on the Treasure?
Yes.
Okay.
Were you guys on time with the whole traffic jam that was happening with rent-a-cars?
No, we were a little late, but I mean, once we get there, because we're concierge and our time already passed, there's like, whatever, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you're a normal,
if
you're a normal person, I think boarding's at like 3:00 or something, right? It's like later in the day.
Different times.
Yeah. Yeah, there's different times.
Different times.
But yeah, the normal people are usually later in the day.
Yeah. That way the concierge and the high rollers basically can get in, get their lunch, and do a bunch of stuff before everybody else comes and ruins it. Not like ruin it at Carnival, but ruin it because they're this.
But make it like people-y.
Yeah, exactly that.
The biggest problem with cruise ships is all the people on them.
That's the problem in most situations. It's just the people that are there, not necessarily the actual activity.
Yeah. But no, I mean, it's a nice ship. The Wish class is nice. They're huge. The statue in the atrium is Aladdin and Jasmine on the carpet.
Was concierge worth it? The first part. Sorry, getting on the boat. Did concierge make it easier then?
Okay. Dude. Yeah, because like there were a ton of people waiting, like for their arrival times and stuff already.
Yeah.
But we're like, hey, bruh, concierge. Like, okay, cool. Just follow this person. Go talk to them. Then we went right in. Like even once you get into the building, they have separate lines for concierge and like Pearl members that have done like 50 cruises or something.
You're almost
not
there.
Me yet. No, I wish. But yeah, no, right in, right up. They check your passport and everything, get you on. They get you to another concierge person who takes you to the concierge lounge. You chill there for a minute, then you go right onto the ship. Super easy.
Refreshments in the lounge?
Yes. Yeah, just like a soda, freezer, water, Coke.
Yeah. Something. I wasn't thinking anything crazy.
Yeah. No.
Something available. But...
Yeah. And then we go on the ship and we get our own dining room for concierge lunch. It was in the 1923 restaurant. So you go in there and you get a nice little lunch, sandwiches and ice cream and shit. Delicious. Our room was ready earlier than the pours. So we got to go to our room, dump our backpacks.
What level of room were you at?
We were on deck 13.
No, like what type of room did you have? Like what
was
it?
It was like a deluxe family veranda.
So you had a balcony.
We did have a balcony. Yeah. We've never done an interior yet. Again, somebody in my family is very bougie. It's not me.
It's the oldest.
Yeah.
I think my first cruise I'd probably want, or I'd not want, but I'd be fine for the cheapest whatever, just to get the experience to see if I like it. But room, like I told you guys last year, I want a room. I don't care about the balcony. That isn't. I mean, old girl might want one, but I don't give a shit. I just want the porthole thing where where you're at the water level. I think that would be neat.
That's where the pores go, Lou.
Oh,
Have you
well,
not watched
out.
Lou? Have you ever watched Titanic? Those people don't make it out.
No, I did not watch Titanic. We had this discussion.
No,
I have
last
not
time
seen
we
that movie.
went on Carnival, that's where our room was. It was like at the water level. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool, but also kind of creepy.
Yeah, but that's what excites me about it. When I watch YouTube videos and the lady who does all that shit, and I'm sitting there watching different rooms, I'm like, don't get me wrong, the balcony ones, with a deck, whatever it's called, those ones are nice and all, but I think it would be cool to be at that water level. I was like, that seems badass, and again, in a creepy kind of way.
On the Disney ships, if you get an interior room, you get a virtual porthole, so it's like a TV almost, and it's just like outside.
Like the Galactic Star Cruiser.
Yeah.
Can I make it be the water level?
Maybe. I don't know.
Because that would be
Lou,
cool.
just put a water glass in front of it. It'll be fine.
I guess I could do that. Just get like a round ball.
But it was a nice room.
Top.
Yeah, I mean it's a cruise. It's Disney and a cruise, so I mean they're very nice. Everybody's like, oh, they're so expensive. And
how's the sleeping? Is it like a couch bed or the pull down bunk bed, or like what do we got here?
The wife and I got it's like a, I think because it was concierge, it was like a king size bed, super nice mattress. And for the girls, there's a pull down bunk, and the couch under the pull down bunk comes out. But we also had a Murphy bed, so we could have slept 5 in there. They chose not to use the Murphy bed, so just left extra room on the floor, I guess.
So do you pay for the room, or do you pay per person?
The room.
But the room is in a... Oh, I guess I don't know Disney, but I know the times that I've looked up cruises, the room is generally for like 2 people. And if you add people on, there is additional fees for the additional people, unless it's kids.
Yeah.
Unless it's kids. I think kids sometimes are different. Like if it was the 4 of us, like if it was when we went to Disneyland, if it was the 3 of us and old girl, like we would have paid for a room for 4 people, with the first 2 people being included in what the price is, and the other 2 people having to pay an additional fee.
Right.
Oh, okay. So for something like this, and with that example, if I cruise by myself or if I cruise with old girls, the same price.
Correct.
Pretty much, yeah.
Unless
room.
There are some cruise lines that do solo travelers, but there's not a ton of them, and so they're somewhat hard to get because there's not a ton of solo. Most of the cruise trips are, pushing towards couples, families, that type of thing. So there's some of the cruise lines have embraced solo traveling a little bit more, but those rooms are usually a little bit. So if a normal room is going to be $1,500, like a single room is going to be $1,100. So it's not like a huge difference. But yeah, if you traveled by yourself, it'd be $1,500. If it was you and old girl, it'd be $1,500.
Let's be very clear. That's all hypothetical. If I tried to cruise without old girl, I'm getting my head chopped off. Still. I'm just.
You're not coming back. You're not moving. You're not coming back to Denver. You're having people go into your house and pack up your shit that didn't get burned after she lit the building on fire.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, like I said, that was just hypothetical. I was just curious.
Okay,
all right,
so
anyway, we got a nice room.
I'm looking at one. It's a 4-night cruise, and it'll break it down per price. Okay, so I did 4 adults. So the first 2 adults are $668 each. Additional adults are $336 each. Taxes, fees, Ford expenses, $594. Total price is $2,603. And this is a 4-night Vancouver, ending in San Diego.
Disney cruise? Or just cruise?
No, Disney cruise.
I didn't know Disney left out of Vancouver. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
Wait, $2,600 for 4 people? That's not a lot at all. That's $650.
It's a 4-night. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it, but that's still not a lot.
How many?
No. I would have thought something like that would have been like $2,600 for 2 people.
Let me see. Let me see what the...
That's cool.
what the itinerary is on that. Let's see.
So you're starting
Itinerary.
on
So day one,
DC.
yes, you start in Vancouver. Day at
Seattle.
sea, day at sea, day at sea, San Diego. So this one is just 3 days at sea,
That's my style.
which isn't horrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Except I'd have to fly to Vancouver and then
Exactly.
leave out of.
And then drive from San Diego.
Yeah,
So
or fly
there's
from
a
San Diego, depending.
3-night Baja cruise.
Yeah.
So you go from San Diego to usually Catalina.
Yeah,
So this one,
okay, in
you leave
Catalina.
San Diego, Catalina, Ensenada, back home. No sea day.
So now that you've done the 7-day, do you prefer it, or you're like, no, that's too long? Can we split the difference and do 5
I
days?
was worried I would get bored, right? But I didn't. So our itinerary was, so we left Florida on Saturday. I feel like we had a sea day the second day, and then
I think Sunday was a sea day for you. I think because you started doing your trivias on Sunday.
Yeah. And then we went to Mexico. I don't remember, but we had like 3 ports. So we went to, I don't even know anymore. That was forever ago.
Cozumel?
Yeah, Cozumel was one. Jamaica
Castaway.
and Grand Cayman, and then the Castaway
Castaway
the
Bay,
Disney Island.
Castaway
Yeah.
Cay, Castaway Cay, yeah.
Key. That's how
No,
the
I think there's
Bahamians say
2,
it.
isn't there? There's Key
Yeah,
and then
so
there's
Castaway.
Cay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think all the cruise lines basically have their own little island.
They do lately. Yeah. But no, I mean, so when we were at the car rental place, you see all these people with like their 12 packs of sodas and everything, right? Because on other cruise lines, you have to buy soda. It's not included. So people bring their own soda. But with Disney, you can get soda all day, every day. It's all included.
Oh, they'll let you bring 12 packs and stuff like that?
Yeah, on the other ships,
It's usually limited, though. There's like a limit. Like you can bring 2 bottles.
So much.
You can bring 2 bottles of wine, and you can bring 2 12-packs or 1, depending on the length of the cruise. A lot of it depends on the length of the cruise too. So.
Okay.
So when you were looking at the 12-pack people, you were like, "Oh, you've been on other cruise lines, but you ain't been on Disney before, right?" Like,
I'm like, look at those pores over there going on Carnival.
Say, Lou, where's your clothes? I got my clothes in my backpack. The rest of my suitcase is all soda.
But no, it was good. We hadn't done one that long, so the ones that we usually do, there's a show every night in the theater. So it's like a Broadway style show, right? But with this being 7 nights and they only have like 3 shows, I'm like, well, what are we doing the rest of the time? So I think one night there was 1 or 2 nights there was actually nothing. But then one night there was this comedian magician dude named Jonathan Burns. He was on America's Got Talent or something. He's a goofy looking dude, but he put on a pretty good show. And Little One got volunteered to go up on stage.
Yeah.
She freaking lost her mind. She was laughing the whole time.
Yeah, the video shows it.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
had a blast. And then the second night was these dudes called the Flyboys. They're like Richard Cheese. They do like pop songs, but like in the swinging. What do they describe themselves as?
The
Frank
20s?
Sinatra and Bruno Mars having a baby.
Okay.
So it was a good show. I didn't mind it. But the Disney shows was the first one it's called Seize the Adventure, SEAS, the Adventure. Even though we were on the Treasure and not the Adventure, but whatever. So that one was a Disney one. It was all Captain Minnie went to go do stuff, so she put Goofy in charge, and Tinkerbell did some shit, and then Moana comes out, and Hercules, and whole musical numbers, and a good time was had by all. The other one,
no, that's a bunch of IPs crossing over. That
When
Just
you're
like
on
they
the
do in
boat,
Disneyland.
it doesn't matter, Lou.
Yeah.
When
it
you're on
matters.
the boat,
You're in a
everything's
floating
together.
Disneyland.
You
It's
can't
fine.
have fucking Tinkerbell with Moana. What the hell, man?
It happens.
Not to
and
me.
then the
You haven't
other
called a
show
walkout.
was
It's like
Beauty and the
Garcon, get
Beast.
me out of here.
So the
Lou was
next one was
walking out
Beauty
5 minutes and said, "Fuck this shit."
Drop me off at the next port. Fuck this boat.
Moana never would have met Tinkerbell. Get me out of here.
So then the next
Refund
one was
my
Beauty and the
popcorn while
Beast.
you're at it.
Right. Give me my 250 back. So then the next show was Moana, which was really good. Did not have Tinkerbell in it. It was just Moana.
Rightfully
and then
so.
the last one was Beauty and the Beast, also good. And then on this ship, instead of the hyperspace lounge, they have the Haunted Mansion, which was super cool. They have like a fish ghost tank in the middle of the room. They're playing Haunted Mansion music the whole time. The paintings on the wall are really well done. I was sitting there with Big One. I'm like, this is really cool. So I touched the paintings, and it feels like an oil painting, right? But if you back up, like you can see, like they move and stuff. So whatever projections or whatever they do on them is amazing.
They have them textured, so it feels like a real
that's
oil
cool.
painting.
It was crazy. But it was a really cool lounge bar area. I did not spend as much time there as I was hoping to, because I got busy doing other shit. But it was really cool. And right outside of there is the Skipper Society, which is just like a open lounge bar area based on Jungle Cruise. Not as many Jungle Cruise jokes as I had hoped, but that's where a lot of the trivia and stuff takes place too. So there were a bunch of lame jokes told by the hosts of trivia, but they weren't Jungle Cruising.
You'll have to be loud and fill in.
Yeah, pretty much.
I know me.
And then for dinner, we had rotational dining. So 1923, it's like old 1920s fancy kind of restaurant.
They didn't have a buffet.
Rotational dining.
Okay, so when you go on a Disney cruise, your dinner is rotational buffet or rotational dining. So there's 3 restaurants on the ship. So the first night we had 1923, which is like a fancy 1920s kind of steak and lobster kind of deal.
Okay, that's cool.
And then there's
Rick
also
Gatsby
Marvel.
style.
Yeah, exactly. Then there's Worlds of Marvel. You go in, and Ant-Man and Wasp are putting on a demonstration of Pym particles and stuff while you're eating. Spider-Man comes out at the end.
Canon.
Hold on, this is in 1923 or different?
No. This is Worlds of Marvel. It's another restaurant.
Oh, that's okay. So Worlds of Marvel is not a show that's happening in 1923. It's its own restaurant.
No. 1923. There's no show, no nothing. You just sit there and eat dinner and stare at old Disney art on the walls.
Gotcha.
Which has its charm. World of Marvel. Scott Lang.
That's the name of the restaurant.
Wasper. Yes.
That's what threw me. Okay.
So they're doing a demonstration for Pym particles. There's a whole show. Ultron comes out, and Miss Marvel and Captain America and stuff. It's a whole thing. It's a lot of fun.
But it is canon.
Yes.
So that's the wild part. Is like that show is in canon, but the only way you've ever seen that show is by going on a Disney cruise.
Yep, pretty much. And Ant-Man does bring up the fact why he couldn't shriek down and go up Thanos' butthole and blow him up while you're eating dinner. But then Hope stops him. He's like, I've seen a lot of chatter on the internet about why I didn't shriek down and enter Thanos in a very creative way. So I'm going to tell you how that will not work. And Hope's like, no, you're not.
I want to know why it wouldn't work. It seems like it would work.
And then the third restaurant they have is Coco, which was really cool. Yeah. So you go to like Miguel's city and stuff, and it happens.
Is that the one where little one was staring the whole time? You mentioned something. Okay.
Yeah, she was in love with Miguel. But we actually had a close seat right up to the stage too, so that was pretty cool. So the way the rotational dining works is you have your same servers every night. Like they get to know you. Like, oh, you ordered a Coke last night. They'll have a Coke ready for you when you come and sit down.
Okay, gotcha.
You like your food a certain way. They start knowing all that, right? So the buffet is closed during dinner, so you can't do a buffet at dinner. But it is open for breakfast and lunch. So you can go upstairs to the buffet and pick the fuck out if you want.
So that's 3 nights. Could you
restaurant breakfast and lunch also? Or do you have to buffet?
Not in the same way. There's some restaurants that are open for breakfast and lunch, but they're just open. Like you're not getting your servers necessarily.
Just first come, first serve type thing?
Pretty much, yeah.
Separately billed, or it's still included?
No, it's all included.
Okay.
No, once you get on a Disney ship, the only thing you're paying for is alcohol and souvenirs.
Unless you're concierge.
Oh, wow. And popcorn.
Yes. And popcorn. Unless you're concierge. Otherwise, they have the food court also. And so there they have tacos, and there was a barbecue, a burger place, a pizza place.
24 hours?
No. Variable. Like they open late breakfast, early lunch.
I'd just be like, if it's 3 in the morning and I'm hungry, could I find something to eat?
Room service.
Yeah, but also room service is included. You want room service? You can call them at 3 a.m. and that is included.
Oh,
And
okay.
homeboy will
right.
you have an attendant that is like with you 24 hours. It might be like two different people. There'll be like a daytime guy and a nighttime guy, but that's the person that's going to come in, like turn down your sheets before you go to bed at night. And then in the morning, the other guy will come in and make your bed and clean the bathroom and all that kind of stuff. Like,
okay.
So you could call, you'll get
and
him.
It's all very
you'll say, I want a
run
cheesecake.
pretty much
I want
on time, Lou.
You know,
you will
whatever.
like it.
And
it's not
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'd
on
appreciate
time,
that.
but it's very on time. It's no more than like a minute or so.
On time. That's the other rep.
I'm trying to get as much information as I can because old girl and I were talking about it, and we don't have a lot planned for 2027. All we really have is Celebration and Comic-Con. So, Dominican Republic. Is that what I heard? Was security needed?
Take me off the mailing list.
Bruh. When I saw we need security, I'm like, why the hell is he going to choose a place that requires security? It don't make any sense. That's a whole separate story. But
anyways.
But yeah, so end of 27 might be an opportunity end of next year for us to cruise.
All you have to do is say the word and my wife will have it done.
Well, just put it this way.
That shit right now, actually.
Will you guys start planning end of 27? Like definitely not the beginning, not the middle, because of the other things going on, April and July. But if you guys got yourself a late fall cruise, keep in mind that the two of us are likely going to be in.
But with that being said, Lou, if you just want to do a short cruise to see how you like it, I would be down with doing a short Disney cruise, like a San Diego, like the one Jack was talking about.
Yeah, that Vancouver. Bruh, I'm in.
Not the Vancouver one, the 3-dayer where you go out of San Diego, Catalina, Ensenada, back to San Diego, and that'll be a good slice for you to see if you
Yep.
I'm in.
Much. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
I always said I wanted to do a 3-day one first. I don't care like if it's the Alaskan, if it's the whatever. I want to end maybe in 10 years. Not that it'll be my last cruise, but sometime work my way up to that Norwegian one, I think, that goes around the UK with different stops at the different, the different countries in the UK. It leaves out of Amsterdam, and then it goes around the UK and then back to Amsterdam. That one is on my list, but that's like 60th birthday type thing.
Yeah. So what do you do?
But back to your point, Duke, I'm definitely down for that.
So just to summarize the dinners, so we can move on to the other stuff. So that covers 3 nights. What did you guys do for the other 4 nights for dinner?
So you actually ended up going to all the restaurants at least twice, 3 times, because there's a pirate night.
Oh, okay.
So pirate night, we had... Where were we pirate night? I feel like we were in Marvel for pirate night, but it's a different menu. But again, we've never done a cruise this long before, so you go back to the same restaurants, but they actually had different menus those nights, so that was kind of cool. And then
so repeat restaurant, different menu.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So like even Marvel had like Marvel trivia during dinner because they didn't do Ant-Man and Wasp again because I already seen all that. So they had like a Marvel trivia. And Coco, they went further with the story. Like the dead ancestors, dead relatives came back and did music and stuff. So it was kind of cool. But yeah, no, all that shit's included. So once you pay your $2,000 a room, it's done.
So if me, still stuck on the food, if there are two main dishes that you like, can you get both?
You can order one of everything on the menu.
Holy shit!
Everything.
Yeah,
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah. And that's what we
I'm
would do.
gonna
We're getting
my
like two
stretchy
appetizers, two starters, two entrees, two desserts, two or three desserts sometimes. Yeah, no, you want one of everything on the menu? Done.
I was just
Included.
thinking, like, if they had, like, oh, this chicken dish sounds good, this beef dish sounds good. Oh man, I want both. I can't have both. No, I could have both if I wanted both.
You can. Yep. 100%.
That's cool. Are you allowed to be picky? Like, I want, like, for example, my example I just gave. I don't want all them extra side dishes. So I'm gonna waste it. I'm not gonna have enough space in my stomach. And I'm like, hey, I want the steak and all the sides and just the main chicken over here.
Yeah, because they're super good with that. Because obviously it's Disney, so they deal with a lot of picky ass kids, right? So, and then allergies are really good about allergies and stuff too. So,
cool. I'm allergic to dumbasses. Can you remove them all, please?
That boat would be empty.
Sir, we don't serve those here.
Your ass would be in a lifeboat.
Yes, you can order room service at your room.
Yeah,
but if say you didn't want to eat with the dumbasses, you go to the restaurant and be like, look, bro, it's two people up in this bitch. They'll give you the dishes and you can go back to your room.
Oh,
they'll put like the little metal tray, the metal roofs on them,
and everything.
Yeah. No, it's Disney. Cool. So yes, you are paying more for it, but I mean you're getting Disney level service, right?
Do you know the menu ahead of time?
Yeah, because it doesn't really change. But also once you're on the ship and you're on the Wi-Fi and everything, you can bring up your itinerary. So it'll tell you when trivia is, what time the movies are playing, and you can pull up the menus for tonight.
The menus from the restaurants.
So you know if your fat ass is staying on the buffet all day or not because you want to try 5 different entrees.
Exactly. That's where I was getting at. I was like, I wonder, for efficiency purposes, do they make you order ahead of time?
No.
Okay.
Nope. You come at your assigned dinner time and you just order right then.
All right. Yeah.
Because they have 2 seatings. So there's early seating and late seating. And then they're opposites. So like we do the late dinner. So we see the first show. So you go to your Broadway show and then you go to dinner. Or you can do dinner first and then you do the show later.
Okay. Yeah, Duke, since I'm likely not going to a place that needs security at my Airbnb, I'd rather just we do our own little small group of cruise if you're up for it. And timing wise, obviously we'll coordinate that works best. We don't need to say, hey, my birthday is this week. We need to go cruise the week before the weekend. No. We can just cruise whenever it works out for us to have it be for your celebration.
Yeah. Yeah,
but
that's totally
that sounds
fine.
like fun. And I know old girl's going to be in too, so.
Yeah. And then, just like I said, I do the trivias and all that bullshit. They had lots of trivia. They also have like pictures set up too. So,
what do you mean?
Let's see.
Like photo.
Share my screen here.
Let's see how the technology works.
Yes, let's see how this works. So they had a Captain America shield.
Look at that!
Right. It's going to let me click on here.
No, click on the arrow.
It won't let me. Okay, so I'll have to do it on my other window. Here we go. Then they had Mjolnir, and that's the entrance to the Marvel restaurant.
Marvel restaurant. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. Then they had a lightsabers.
I like the serious face look.
Right.
See, yeah, that's a good shot.
And then they had
what the hell is that
photo shoots. It's one of the hitchhiking ghosts at the end of Haunted Mansion. But since Lou only goes during Christmas, he never sees them.
Yeah.
I'm all like, what are you talking about? That's not a Haunted Mansion. Like, oh, okay.
But no, it was pretty cool. But yeah, no, they did like different photo shoots. They have in the Kids at Club area, they have a little Star Wars like cargo bay but then they have like a Porg and a Lothcat in there. But they'll do like a Rey and Chewie photo opportunity, so the grown-ups can go in there. You take pictures with Rey and Chewie. You can see the Lothcats and the Porgs and stuff.
That's cool.
It's super cool.
Do you need your watch band thing?
It is highly encouraged because it opens your door. You can pay with it. They use it for your pictures, so you can take pictures. They just scan your band.
Okay.
I used it to play a Haunted Mansion scavenger hunt game on the ship. But yeah, no, it's highly encouraged. I mean, otherwise you can just have your key with you and your lanyard around your neck.
Nah, the watch thing seems really cool.
Yeah. Well, now that
Magic
you have your
Band. I was like, what the hell is it called? Magic Band.
So just for, not that this is a basis for anything, because they're
That's
not
cool,
going
though.
out, that the reservations aren't going out that far. But for a November cruise, a November Mexico cruise, it is you leave San Diego, you go to day 1 is Ensenada, day 2 is a day at sea, and then you're back in San Diego. So it's like a 3-dayer. So you're leaving on a Monday.
2 nights?
3 nights.
Oh, I thought it was 3 days. 2 nights.
Yeah. Because it'd be
3
like
nights?
you leave on Monday afternoon, you haul ass down to Ensenada overnight. You end up in Ensenada in the morning. You do your Ensenada stuff, which we could like go do the Fox Studio tour, which I've done, and it's fucking cool. Like I really enjoyed it. And then you get back on the boat, day, night on the water, then you're back in San Diego.
Yeah. So two nights.
Yeah. And so it'd be $1,742 for a room with a porthole. Deluxe ocean view stateroom would be $1,742 something.
That's not bad. $500 bucks a person. Jack, now that you've done all the different days, I guess, is 7 your preferred, or is it 7 every once in a while? Like you would mix
every
it up
once in a while.
Okay.
Mostly because I would rather do quantity to move up the tiers, the levels.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
like, was it last year or 2 years ago? We did a back-to-back. It was a 3-night and then like a 4-night or something. So it ended up being 7 nights, but it counted as 2 cruises. Did it get repetitive the second time around? Yeah, but I mean, at least I knew the trivia questions.
That's what matters. Man. Yeah, I would suck at almost all that trivia except for Star Wars. All that rest of that shit, I just don't remember.
But they have they do have regular stuff. Like I did a movie quote one, and it was just movie quotes, or they have movie music.
That sounded pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I mean, it's not all Disney.
Oh, the quotes weren't all from. I didn't really pay attention to all the questions on that, but they weren't all from Disney movies.
No.
Yeah, that'd be solid. But yeah, I think I need to do a short one just to see if I'm going to enjoy it before I commit to something where I'm going to make everybody else miserable or myself miserable for a longer one. You know what I mean? It's like, no, go make sure you can enjoy it, and the boat's not going to throw you.
Agree.
Yeah.
No, you do the 3-day, and you do everything, right? You do the sail away party, you do the pirate night, you do the goodbye thing on the last night. Everybody cries.
You do a short excursion. You do maximize your time.
Lou's like, I'm not getting off the boat. Fuck
nope.
that. I paid $3,000 to be here.
Well, no, but that's the problem though, and I don't know if Disney's the same. But the couple of cruises that I've been on, when you're in port, there's like nothing. They shut the boat down for the most part.
You can't shop, but all the food's open.
That's fine. I mean, it really depends on the port, right?
Lou.
If there's a lot of sand at my port, I'm not getting off the boat. Or wait, will they provide waiters for you? I'll wear waiters.
You're
on
getting
my
off on a
excursion.
dock where there's no sand, Lou. Like you physically have to go.
But then you got to walk someplace. Like, oh, you want to go to the bar area? It's in the sandy. I saw Spider-Man. At the end of it, Eddie.
That's not real life.
For Venom.
There's no you can avoid the sand. Like you
that's
walk off.
That's what matters to me.
You're gonna walk off the dock. I was talking
to the old girl about it last week. Obviously, when Jack was gone, and I was all like, she's like, you're gonna have to make friends because I ain't going with you to the beach. I'm like, if there's an area where I can just sit up someplace that's not on the sand and you can be on the beach like 100 feet away, have at it.
And
I'll
that's
be
why I
with
was
you
saying
that way.
excursion. That's why I was saying excursion. You walk off the boat, you walk across the parking lot, you get in a bus, they drive you to wherever you're going, you get off the boat, you walk around and do some stuff, whatever activity it is. You get back on the boat, you drive back, you walk back across the parking lot, and you're back on the boat. Like,
Not a grain of sand.
not a grain of sand. Like,
If that's how it is, fine.
that's how it is.
Shit.
All these ports that you go to, the cruise that I went on in last March, like every single time we wanted to go on a beach, you had to take a bus to get to it because the ports are so busy with boats and stuff like that the beaches there are fucking awful. Nobody uses the beaches at the port itself. They're going elsewhere to go to other beaches. So you don't have to worry about like getting off a boat.
I'm just saying there's sand around. Just because you're not using that beach don't mean there's no sand around.
I hear you, Lou. I hear you.
And look, if I can fit some waders or some fishing boots or knee-high rubber boots in my luggage, then I don't have to worry about it, right? Because it ain't touching me. It'll be fine.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And it's right. Disney, so you think they account for everything. So it's like, hey, y'all, I need some tall rubber boots. I need to look like I'm fishing for Van Camps, whatever that brand of. That dude's wearing a big ass yellow outfit, and I need that.
Morton's fisherman.
For real.
I know what you did last summer.
But that's my only thing is like, if I'm just walking around and if it's solid ground, we're good.
Yeah, I mean, when we got off in Cozumel, we basically got dropped off at a shopping mall.
Yeah.
See, that's fine.
And then we drove to the beach.
Other than the criminals want to take my passport.
Well, yeah, but you leave your passport on the ship.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were supposed to have it with you at all times.
No.
You can, but generally you can. We got back on the ship with our magic band and our driver's license.
Okay. All right. Just hear all the like. I was watching one video where on YouTube where it's like there's a party of 12, and 3 of the 12 had their passports stolen in that excursion.
That's just dumb people, though. There is so much.
Probably.
There are so many things that you can buy to hide your wallet, passport, everything on your body that keep it from being, my
passports smell like Fermunda cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
There's zero chance that I go like out or whatever, and I don't have stuff that zips up. There is no way I'm having an open pocket.
Like, yeah.
I'm talking about like on my person. Like if I'm walking around, whatever I have on me, whether it's a fanny pack or sling, or even my pants, it's going to zip. So if somebody needs to get in, I'm gonna know that they're trying to get in my shit.
Yeah.
The people walk around with just loose shorts and all that, and I was like, what is wrong with you?
For real though.
But those are the people that typically get their shit stolen, where they get back to the boat.
That's my point.
Wait, where's my credit card? Like that type of thing. Like,
yep.
Plant-based sausage. Get the hell out of here with that crap.
Look, it's an option, Lou.
Oh, the barbecue menu, bruh.
Yeah,
the barbecue menu.
Yeah, so that's the food court menus. That's all the food courts that they have up on deck 11.
Oh, build your own. That's cool.
Have you guys been on the Wonder, Jack? That's the one that looks like it's San Diego.
Yeah. That was the first ship we've gone on. It's everybody's favorite. It's smaller, a little more cozy.
After having done a few now, is it still everybody's favorite?
Yeah. The girls, they're like, no, we want to go back on that ship.
That's cool.
It might be because it was our first one. But it's nice because it's a little smaller. It gets a little crowded, like after dinner and after shows, if you want to get on the elevator. But otherwise, it's a really nice ship. And then it has like the glass elevators that go down like the main atrium and stuff.
Oh yeah,
the classic kind of cruise ship kind of.
Yeah, the shit you see on TV.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty solid.
But you'd give it a 5 out of 5, Jack?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're definitely down for cruising whenever we can pool the money together for it.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly,
You know what?
I don't know.
I was
We might
just
be in
about to
debt
ask
for
that.
all I know.
He's like, I don't keep track of that shit. That's wife's business.
Shit, yep. I have a travel agent. That's it.
Okay. So realistically,
You
for
just got
this
to pay with
short
that
one,
dick.
the 3 or
Yep.
4 day one, is that like a, I don't know, tip all your expenses, blah blah blah? Is that like a $1,500 per person type thing or more?
Well, that's what Duke was just telling us, right?
Well,
Be-
yeah,
it-
but
it probably-
he gave us the base price.
I would anticipate $1,000 per person for that cruise.
We'll see what I'm
Yeah,
getting
for
at,
sure.
Jack. Though it was like, because that's the base price, but what do you spend extra while you're there though?
So on each of the ships we go on, all the Disney ships, they'll have the statue in the atrium, right? So you can buy a miniature replica of it. So I make sure I buy that every time. Then they have like towels and shirts and stuff like that. If you want other kind of souvenirs, I mean, like plan for like Disney souvenir kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They have like
what about
pins that are
tips?
exclusive.
Oh yeah, definitely getting
The
that.
You
tips.
can can you prepay your tips on Disney?
Yes. Yeah. It says we recommend a gratuity of $16 per night per stateroom guest, including infants and children.
Oh, that's not crazy at all.
So you're looking
Yeah.
at $80 for a 3-nighter.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Round up to 100.
times
Be
you
generous.
think 3 times 16 is 80?
Times 2 per guest.
Oh, she can pay her own tip.
So-
I'm talking about me.
She got a job. Luke don't.
Right, for real. She can pay my tip.
I'd have to ask her how all that works, because like you put down, you're like, hey, I'm going on a cruise, and then like you pay it off like monthly or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow the tips and all that are included eventually somewhere. And like right before dinner on the last night, they give you like the prepaid coupons. You put them in your envelopes. You give them to your people.
Okay,
You see 'em at dinner.
okay. Then I am way off base. This is not as expensive as I thought it was gonna be. I'm thinking Japan, where I spent $8,000. You know.
No. If you
No.
spend that much, you better be in concierge.
Yeah.
So if I budgeted $1,500, I'm gonna be okay. For the smaller cruise.
Yeah.
Adult one for this is for the inside, right? So the inside
Yeah.
for in November again starts at $1,509 for an inside room. So each person individually before taxes would be $588. There are $332 in taxes, coming up to a total of $1,508.66 for 2 people.
Yeah, that's not bad at all, actually. I mean, I got open credit cards, even I don't have a job, that could pay for that right now. You know what I mean? It's one of those type of things. That's not crazy. Okay.
So Lou, if like we say, okay, the 3 of us are going to share a room. Jack's family is going to be in one room. We're going to do another room. It'll be for an inside room. Come on, load.
This is way cheaper than I don't know why I thought these things were way more expensive. Don't get me wrong, I know they can be if you do all the fancy stuff. I get that.
But they actually are getting quote unquote better about that.
Let's say this is affordable.
So for a 3-person, let's see, which one is this? This is just
maybe that'll be my goal.
Confirmed travel party.
You know, I have to give myself a goal to actually do stuff. So I was like, let me finally make the real effort to sell everything, and that's all cruise money.
For a standard inside stateroom, it would be, let's see, let me just pick one here.
What's a stateroom's a regular room?
Stateroom's just a room.
Yeah, stateroom is just what they call them. It's your room.
The price goes up per person. To adults 1 and 2 would be $636. Adult 3 would be $396. Taxes are basically $500. So you're looking at $2,166.99 for each person. So basically like $800.
$722.
And then of course you're going to add taxes or sorry, you're going to add
Yeah.
tip to that. You have to, well, unless you want to pay for it per day or whatever yourself. But you can actually
722
include
plus
that in
plus
your
another 48. So 770 for 3 days.
Yeah.
And then after that is just whatever extra you want to do. Obviously, the cost to get down there and flights. And
Oh yeah,
blah,
yeah.
blah, blah.
I mean,
that. But the cruise itself is under $1,000.
Yep.
Yeah.
2166.99 before tips.
Yeah. Under like I said, 722.
And
plus tips 48 for 3 days.
And if you want to do, so let's say you go, I don't want to do an interior. I want at least a porthole, right? For a porthole, ocean view, it goes up like $200. So it's
per person or total?
Let's see. Give me 1 second. Let me pick.
So $800 a person.
Select the stateroom.
Oh, we can worry about that offline. We've been recording for 2 hours.
2373. So,
welcome to our travel podcast.
Yep.
We hope you enjoyed.
No. Our travel planning, like travel fantasy podcast at this point.
No. We're going on the wonder, not the fantasy.
So, folks, cruising is not as expensive as I thought it was. That's the lesson for the day. So if y'all thought it was expensive as well, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, it can be, depends on what you're doing. But if you just want to check it out, you can check it out for, actually, it seems pretty reasonable.
Less than
vacations. It's a Disney trip. It's a weekend for us in Disneyland.
It's cheaper than Comic-Con.
Right?
Yeah.
By a lot.
Well, and again, think about...
And this includes food.
Well, think about how much you spent in December, right? Like, for the tickets for Disneyland, for the hotel, for the car, like what we paid, like that's a cruise, basically.
Yeah. Like I said, it's for whatever reason, I don't know why it was in my head that it was a lot more money. I always thought it was like $2,000 to $2,500 per person, and it doesn't seem like it's that at all.
With that being said, it can be. There are some cruises that are way more popular, and also depending on what you do, right? Like what type of cruise line you're on, that type of thing. Because there are some cruise lines.
Time of year matters probably as well.
Well, and like Jack was saying, like a lot of cruise lines, you don't get soda for free. You have to pay for it, right? So those types of things that you got to kind of consider and figure out if it's worth it to you. Right?
Even at dinners? That would suck.
No, I think the dinner stuff is usually included. But it's if you go to the machine, like if you go up to the machine in the boat during the day or whatever.
I just got to bring a canteen and a funnel. Yeah. I'll just fill up my canteen at dinner. Fuck them. They get that, buddy.
Sir, you've drank 5 sodas at dinner. Yes, I'm thirsty.
Yeah, your point.
It's hot out here. It's humid. Your boy's sweating all day.
But yeah, I mean, again, Lou, we haven't recorded in 2 weeks, so I think a 2-hour podcast is fine.
Oh no, I don't disagree. I'm just saying, but those type of specifics, I don't think the audience gives a shit about. They might.
It's fun.
All three of them.
I gave a shit.
Right. I didn't get bored like I thought I would. I kept myself entertained. Little one stayed in the kids club the whole time. We hardly saw her. She made a new friend.
Naturally.
Yeah.
It's so hard for her to do that. She's so shy.
Just one?
Yeah, just one. Yeah. But no, she went swimming with them. Like her parents watched her and they went swimming, and I was like, all right, fine. As long as you're having fun, I guess.
What about older child?
She stayed with me the whole time.
But she also has an opportunity to go. She has a kids club of her own, right?
If she didn't want to, she could have. Yeah, they have teen clubs, the tween club.
Okay.
She can do whatever she wants. She just chose to hang out with me until Fantastic Four was showing. I think she watched that twice while we were on the ship.
What about wifey? Do her own thing, or she with you too?
No, she didn't hang out with us a whole lot either.
Okay, so she did her own thing. All right.
Yeah. Like we knew where everybody was. We were keeping track. Like I'm like, hey, I'm going to trivia here at this time. If you want to join me.
Oh, is there a Pandora shop on that boat?
Yes.
Now, Lou, your cruise costs $2,000.
Yes. And each ship has its own charm. So she's at least getting one every time she goes on a new ship.
Yep, at least one.
And then that depends. Did they release just a general Disney Cruise Line set? Which
Is there a
2020
a 2027
Oh my God.
cruise line
That's
set?
hilarious.
yes, there is actually. She bought the 2026. She bought the Treasure Charm, and maybe one more. And
Oh
that's
my
before
God.
we went to Disney World after the cruise, where she
Uh-huh.
bought the Festival of the Arts charm and one or two more.
That's so good.
Yeah, and then you did a couple days at Disney World after you got back, right?
Yeah, we did one. We went to Magic Kingdom early-ish, like after we got off the ship. We went to our resort. Our room wasn't ready, so I took the girls to Magic Kingdom, which is like the basic Disneyland out here. The castle, Tomorrowland, all that.
Out here, like he already living in Florida and shit.
Right?
I mean, at Disneyland.
Yeah.
No, he ain't got the Jufro for that yet.
No. But no, we did pretty good. We got on Tron. They have a Monsters Inc. Show. Like while you're in line, you can text them jokes, and they'll like play the jokes in the show. And like the monsters pick on you. They'll like put the camera on the audience and say this guy's paying for churros all day. It's kind of like Crush, but like more so. But it's with Monsters Inc. So it's pretty good. I texted a joke with Olivia's name on it, and they read it. So she got a kick out of that. And then we did the Carousel of Progress, which is always
Little
fun.
one's name.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine. Carousel of Progress, great big beautiful tomorrow. It's a nice 15-minute inside air-conditioned experience.
Seating, right? You're seated.
Yeah. It's the theater you sit in, and like you rotate around as you go through time.
It's the Walt Disney Presents nap time experience.
Pretty much, yeah.
Disney World.
Pretty much. But it is one of my favorite things to do there.
Yeah,
it's a good show.
Yeah.
And then we did Tron. We did the light cycle before they got rid of 9 Inch Nails, so that was cool. And then I know we did the Seven Dwarfs minecart, which is fun. We don't have that at Disneyland.
How does Anaheim not have a Tron show?
There's just no space for it.
Yeah.
Which I think I read something. Aren't they expanding? They're going to take over another parking lot. Yeah. They're going to blow out another
adding
parking
Avatar lot to DCA. They're adding a Coco ride to DCA. They're expanding a lot. And like by 27, 28-ish, I think they're supposed to have a lot. They're adding 2 rides to Avengers Campus over there.
Oh, dang.
So, yeah. It's going to blow up.
So it's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think wife joined us later. Yeah, she did for a little bit. She mostly just wanted to shop. I don't even think she went any rides. Her knee isn't 100% yet, so.
Oh, girl was asking about that. I'm glad you brought it up because I forgot to mention it because she was like, was she okay? I was like, I'll ask at the pod because I don't know. I mean, I was like, maybe she did minimal stuff, and that answers
it. It was. I mean, like she walked around okay, but
she wasn't she wasn't getting in and out of the Small World boats.
Exactly. She did get in and out of the Frozen boat, and she wasn't happy about it. Because they have a Frozen ride at Florida, like the one we did in Japan, Lou.
Japan, yeah. They need to bring that Beauty and the Beast ride out to Anaheim. Jesus.
We did Guardians twice. We did Test Track, Soarin', Living with the Land. We spent all day at Epcot. Epcot's a lot of fun. We did not get to thank the Phoenicians for giving us language, though. That was sad. But no, it was good. And I got my Figment popcorn bucket. That wasn't as big of a hassle as I thought it would be. And he lights up. His paintbrush lights up. Super cute.
And then you were there for that night, and then you flew back the next day? Monday,
yeah,
right?
So we went, yeah. So that was Sunday night, and then Monday, our plane didn't even leave till like 7:30, so we had like time to kill. So we were just like screwing around. Went to go find the frozen Italian ice place they used to have out here called Rita's Frozen Ice. Went to go find that and just hung out at the airport for a little bit.
Did everybody school work the next day?
Well, the girls came home sick. They both had sore throats. So no, they did not. Wife isn't going back to school until Tuesday. This Tuesday, because her paperwork got delayed. But I sure went to work. Everybody else gets nice little vacations.
It's like,
Not
of
me.
course.
Not me. I
Man.
still had to come home and do shit. Whatever.
You're a very important person.
But no, it's good. I mean, it was a good trip. I think we needed it after the way 2025 ended.
I was gonna say, sounds like a trip that was well needed.
It was. It was fun.
And
Like
lots of fun.
I wasn't stressed about anything. But as soon as we got back home, I'm like, oh, shit, I got to do this. I got to do that.
Real life fucking sucks after you've been on a boat for 7 days.
For real, though. There's no towel animals on my bed. There's no chocolates on my pillow.
You can't dial 0 and get a concierge guy to bring you a
had
burger.
to pay for food. That was fucking bullshit. I was like, what do you mean I have to pay?
Yep.
Next time I visit, I'll lay across your pillow. You can have chocolate on your pillow.
Well, I haven't washed the sheets out here in the casita yet, so.
Oh, somebody's going to go
so
get
there you go. Chocolate's already on your pillow.
Yeah, the culture shock
man.
of coming back, like when we were in Belize and I came back and had my layover in Honolulu and from Japan, the culture shock.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I'd like to get this meal and they're like $47 and I'm like, what?
Try that again. Yeah, I don't think you heard me.
Is that
That's
American?
the family behind me.
Yeah.
Right?
Am I paying for everybody in line right now? What the fuck is happening?
God damn, Japan was so inexpensive. Ugh.
Yep.
Ridiculous.
And hey, I don't know about you guys, but I've been keeping track of the exchange rate. And when we were there, it was in that 140, 148 ish now. That shit is up to like 255 now.
See, it's not cheap anymore.
155. Just it's 154 right now. So not a lot. We're only talking about 6 yen, but it's above the 150 mark again. It was 150 before we got there, below 150 when we got there, and now that we've gone back to above 150, I'm like, I tell you what though, I know inflation, blah blah blah. When I was there from 83 to 86, the exchange rate was $1 is 250 yen.
Wow.
I was like, man, we go to the corner Mama-san, basically Kobini, and my brother and I take $1 in there and walk out like all the candy we could buy for $1. It was so crazy back in the day. My mom was like, did you guys steal? And the very first time we went, did you guys steal that? I go, no, $1 just goes a long way here.
Like, dang, can I come home without being accused of stealing shit at my own home?
Right.
And 50 years later, every time he comes home, his mom still goes, what'd you steal?
Yep.
You steal those shoes?
I stole from the base exchange. It was M&M's a long time ago.
I stole from white people.
Well, great. Now
exactly.
there's
no action going on
there's
here.
There's no statute of limitations. So next week when it's just Jack and I, what happened to Lou? Oh, Lou commented about stealing from the PX, and now he's gone.
One of the only few things no statute of limitations is murder.
To,
El Salvador.
The other ones have statute of limitations. So there. But yeah, it's why my parents bought all their furniture in Japan, because it was cheap. Well, it wasn't cheap. It was inexpensive because it's good furniture. The curio cabinets, wall units, all that stuff, buffets. Because being military, right? When we moved, that was all going to get shit for free. So why not get it there?
Yep.
But my parents, they still have the wall unit up in the loft. They have all the curio cabinets. The buffet went to my brother, and I have the roll top desk. So. But all that other fancy furniture, that's still in my parents' house right now, from the fucking 1985.
Good stuff.
For real. 40 years and it's solid. Craziness. So, yeah.
Well, I'm glad you had a good
solid.
trip.
That sounds good. It sounds like a good ass trip.
It was good times. So good. So fat. So many medals.
So many medals.
I'm surprised you're not fucking Greg Louganis right now through the whole thing. Just
I know, right? Fucking Michael Phelps.
Right? We should probably wrap it
All
up.
right,
then.
y'all.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting bored. They're like,
Yeah.
oh my god, these fuckers are still talking.
They're gonna open it's gonna pop up on their YouTube feed and they're gonna click on it and be like, 2.5 hours. What the fuck?
Fuck those guys. They aren't that
Like,
interesting.
man, I don't gotta poop that long.
Yeah. My ass will be numb by the time the podcast
It'll
is
take
over.
me a week of pooping to watch this episode. Or if you're me, 3 days.
We'll be back next week.
Yep.
Normal,
All right,
normal
boys.
stuff.
Glad we're
to
back
talk
to
about.
Yeah.
Glad we're back in the pocket. You guys have
It
yourselves
is
a good
definitely
week.
needed.
I
I do count this as therapy. I bill my insurance for everything.
for the
As well you
for
should.
the podcasting software. You're like,
Yep.
Yeah, that monthly bill.
yeah.
Yep.
Well, we
Submit.
definitely won't go over our hours this month, so I guess we got that going for us.
Exactly. Might as well throw a long one
We
in
can
there.
make this podcast 6 hours and it would still be
That's
under
what
our.
she said. Oh my god.
So, all right, boys, you guys
All
have
right.
yourselves a good
Oof.
week, and we'll see you next Sunday.
Will
Enjoy.
do.
Thanks for listening. Peace.